So you want to start an online store. It can feel like this huge, complicated thing, right? But honestly, it's way more doable than you probably think. We're going to break it all down, step by step, into a really simple blueprint. So let's just dive right in. Look, you're here for a reason. You've got that idea, right? That passion project you're just dying to turn into a real, thriving business. And that dream of, being your own boss. It is so much closer than you think. We're going to map out the exact path to get you there.
Okay, the best way to think about this, you're not just making a website. No, you are an architect. You're a builder. You are constructing a digital storefront from the ground up. So let's go ahead, grab our virtual hard hats, and get to work laying that foundation. So first things first, why even bother with e-commerce? Well, the perks they're huge. Just think about it for a second. A normal brick and mortar store, you're stuck in one location with set hours. Online, your startup costs are way, way lower. You're open 24/7 to the entire world, and you can grow your business as big as you want without ever worrying about rent for a bigger space. It's a total game changer.
Okay, so this is it. This is our blueprint. This 7-step roadmap is going to walk us through literally everything, from picking your platform all the way to making that very first sale. We're going to hit every single one of these points, so let's jump straight into part 1. All right, part 1, building your digital storefront. This is all about laying that foundation we talked about. Just like a real-world shop, that first impression your online store makes, it is everything. So we got to pick the right tools, the right platform, and design a space that people actually want to hang out in. So, your first huge decision, the platform. The easiest way to think about it is this. Are you going to rent a pre-built shop, or are you going to build your own from scratch? Shopify, that's like the pre-built all-in-one rental. It's super user-friendly, perfect if you're just starting out. You just pay a monthly fee, and they handle a lot of the heavy lifting. Then there's WooCommerce. This is for all you WordPress users out there who want total complete control. The software itself is free, but you're in charge of your own hosting, your own plugins, and yeah, that all has costs. It definitely takes a bit more technical know-how. And this is so, so important. There's no such thing as the single best platform. There's only the platform that's best for you. You've got to be really honest with yourself. How comfortable are you with the tech side of things? And where do you see this business going in a year, 5 years? This choice is your foundation, so you want to get it right. Okay, let's talk design. When it comes to building trust with customers, there are 3 things that are totally non-negotiable. Number 1, your site has to look and work perfectly on a phone. That's responsive design. Number 2, it needs to be super easy to find stuff. People shouldn't have to hunt for the buy button. And number 3, and this is a big one, your product photos have to be amazing, crystal clear, high quality. This is your digital curb appeal, right? It has to look professional. All right, so the digital walls are up. The foundation is set. Now it's time to actually stock the shelves and, set up the cash register. This is where your store really starts to feel real. Okay, listen up, because this is key. Your product page, it's probably the most important page on your entire website. It's your 24/7 salesperson. The title has to be crystal clear, but the description, this is crucial. It has to be about the benefits, not just a list of features. Don't just tell me it has a lithium-ion battery. Tell me it'll last all day so I won't miss an important call. See the difference? Combine that with fantastic photos from every angle and super clear pricing, and you're golden. And here's a little pro tip for you, and it's a game changer. People don't read websites, they scan them. So use bullet points. They break up those big, scary walls of text and let your customer pull out the most important info in just a few seconds. Seriously, don't be shy with them. Okay, picture this. Your customer loves the product, they've added it to their cart, they're ready to give you their money. And then they can't find their preferred way to pay. Boom, sale lost. The whole goal here is to make checking out as smooth and easy as possible. You want to offer everything: credit cards, debit cards, digital wallets, maybe even cash on delivery. The more options, the better.
But listen, none of that matters if your payment system isn't secure. I mean, think about it. People are trusting you with their credit card numbers, their personal info. This is non-negotiable. You have to use a well-known secure payment gateway. It protects your customers, and just as importantly, it protects you and your business's reputation.
Okay, so we have a beautiful store. It's stocked with great products. The checkout process is seamless. What now? Well, now we get to part 3, and it's all about solving 2 big puzzles. How do we get our products to our customers, and how do we get customers to our store in the first place? Let's talk shipping, because this can absolutely make or break a sale. You've got a few main ways to go. There's flat rate shipping, super simple, one price no matter what they buy. Then you have free shipping, which, let's be honest, everyone loves. It's a huge magnet for customers, but you gotta build that cost in somewhere. And then there are real-time carrier rates, which are the most precise. They charge the customer the exact amount it costs you to send the package. But you know what the number one rule of shipping is? It's just being honest. Be transparent. Nobody likes getting to the very end of checkout and then, bam, a surprise shipping fee pops up. That is the fastest way to get someone to abandon their cart. So be upfront about all your costs and your delivery times. No surprises. All right, marketing. I know, this can feel like a mountain to climb, but the key is to not try and do everything all at once. Just focus. Ask yourself, where do my customers hang out? If you have a really visual product, maybe start with Instagram or Pinterest. If you're playing the long game and want free, sustainable traffic, then you need to be looking at SEO. The goal isn't to be on every single platform. It's to get really, really good at one or two of them and then grow from there. And here we are, the final part. Launch, analyze, and grow. Your store is live. That's huge, so congratulations. But, and this is a big but, the work isn't done. Nope. In a lot of ways, it's just getting started. This is when we put on our scientist hats and start looking at the data.
Think of these numbers as the heartbeat of your store. You've got traffic, how many people are walking through your digital door, conversion rate of those people, how many are actually buying something, average order value, how much are they spending when they do buy, and customer retention, are they coming back for more? Keeping an eye on these vital signs tells you exactly what's healthy and what needs a little work.
So, how do you track all this stuff? Easy. You use incredibly powerful and free tools like Google Analytics. Seriously, this thing is like your business's command center. It takes all that visitor behavior and turns it into hard data. And that data lets you stop guessing what works and start knowing what works. It's how you make smart decisions to grow.
So the main thing to remember is that launch day is really just day one. A great online store is never really finished. It's a living, breathing thing. You're always going to be tweaking it, updating it, and making it better based on what your customers and your data are telling you.
And there it is. That's the blueprint. From the foundation to stocking the shelves to getting the word out and watching it grow. We've covered the whole thing. The only piece of the puzzle left is you. So I'll leave you with one final question to think about. Your store is officially live. What's the very first thing you're going to do to get that first sale?